How's it going, guys? Nick Alt, the Ozark Angler here. Today we're going to talk about the Parasite lead weight. It's a setup that I just recently learned about, but I find its uses to be very good and very practical. And I hope that by showing you the proper way to use this, it can help you catch bigger and better fish throughout the year. This setup is designed to help you pitch smaller creature baits without having to peg your weight, and it also doubles as a bait keeper to keep your worm from sliding down the hook like it does. So let me show you the full rig right there. That's what it looks like, and what it does is it prevents you from losing your bait down the hook after it gets worn out, and it also is pegged, so if you want to skip behind docks or under docks, your weight's pegged and you don't get all those annoying backlashes as you're trying to skip a Texas rig weight underneath it and you have to peg it. And if you're an avid skipper, you know that it doesn't take long for your plastic bait to get worn out and start sliding down your hook, and every cast then you have to replace it and you go through a bunch of them in one day. This is, I believe, a good way to fix that. So why don't I show you guys how we go about setting that up, and hopefully you guys learned something today. So here are the basic components of the Parasite rig, if that's what you choose to run. It is the weight with the peg, then the worm hook that you're going to use, and I think I will prefer to use it on a small creature bait like this, just because the creature bait, these, as you know, if you throw a sweet beaver or any small creature bait like that, after a couple fish, it likes to slide down the hook and your bait's pretty much ruined. You have to get another one, and you go through quite a few of them throughout a day. So what I really like about this rig, and I'm surprised I'd never heard of it, is this is going to keep that bait on the hook, and you're not going to tear through them very much. We're going to start off by feeding the line through the weight. You can go ahead and do that. Once that's done, then you tie your hook onto the line. Normally I would wet the line, but since we're just doing this for the video, then you cinch it tight. Okay. Now you put the plastic through the hook, and normally what happens when you do this, after a while your weight or your lure starts to slide down after every cast. It just gets worn out. So if you take this rig, and this is what this will prevent, so you take the weight and you feed it with the lead part down, and you go over the point, and then you pull it up, and then when you pull your line tight, that's what happens, is it cinches it up, and your bait can no longer slide down because it's pegged, and your weight's pegged also. So once you get it hooked in, you have a bait that can't slide down the hook anymore. You've got a pegged weight, so you can throw it through almost anything, and you can pitch and flip it very easily. It takes a little bit of time to get the hang of it, but it's a good setup. But there you have it, guys. That's the Parasite lead weight. I want to thank Ed Bryan up at Bryan Osage Outdoors for showing me that bait and educating me in a different type of technique and type of lure setup, because I can see that actually saving me a lot of money in the future, and I will probably be putting quite a few of those in my boat just for when I'm flipping and skipping underneath docks with little creature baits instead of jigs. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.